guys, my name is Ariel Laurent and this is my video presentation. The article that I have was Implementing an Evidence-Based Instructional Routine to Enhance Comprehension of Expository Text. This article was written by Jade Wexler, Deborah Reed, Marissa Mitchell, Bree Doyle, and Aaron Clancy. These authors first start us off giving us an statistic. And this statistic says that only 34% of 4th and 8th graders read either at level or they read above level, which means the other 67% of the students read under the specific level that they're supposed to read in. And this just means that we as teachers need to help our students better comprehend the difficult texts that they read in all the state tests, the national tests, and everything else that they're going to have to take. It just means that we as the teachers need to help them better prepare for it. These authors give you a 4-step approach on how to enhance the comprehension of our students and what we can do as the teachers to make our students understand the more difficult texts that they'll be reading a lot better and the different ways that they can use this stuff in order to understand it. So the first step is explicit instruction of background knowledge. This step is just basically telling us as the teachers that we need to give our students background knowledge before we let them just jump into a passage, jump into a book, or jump into a novel, because some things in the novel or some things in the book the students may not understand. So we need to give them the appropriate background knowledge so that they can be able to comprehend it more, because if you can connect with something from your background and connect it with something that's happening in a book, I feel like it's a lot better to connect something, and then you'll be able to know what's going on in the book, and you'll be able to comprehend it more. You'll be able to read at a faster pace because you know what's going on, and you won't really have a lot of questions because you already had the background knowledge. An example that the article gives us that we can do to enhance the background knowledge of our students is just giving them a simple video, or giving them bringing in a simple prop, or doing a 3 to 5 minute mini lesson on the background knowledge that's going to be either in the passage or in the text. So it's just really easy. It's just up to us as the teachers to be able to get that background knowledge to our students so that they can become better readers and they can become more fluent readers. Step 2 of the 4-step approach is explicit vocab instruction. And in this step, it's just saying that we need to give our students essential vocabulary, stuff that they're going to use, stuff that they're going to see again, stuff that they should be using in their everyday language, and just be able to give these students the vocabulary that they need, so whenever they see it on a test or they see it in a passage, that they won't have to go and look up the vocabulary words because they already know what it means, and that would take less time for them having to go look it up, try to find something trying to find it in a dictionary, or asking somebody what it means, and they could just keep reading because they already know what it means, because we as the teachers have already taught them that. We have already given them the correct steps on how to go about it. And so that's basically what step 2 of the 4-step approach is. And once we get that vocabulary together and we give it to our students, it just makes them more academically well-rounded overall. Like, having a good vocabulary is something that is super essential to reading and writing. It just helps our students a lot more if we help them out. The 3rd step to this 4-step approach is explicit main idea instruction. So this article tells us that a lot of our students really can't, even though we have learned it previously or we have talked about it previously, a lot of our students can't read a read a passage and tell us exactly what the main idea is. And so this step is just basically telling us that the students should be able to comprehend the passage and be able to do different things that helps them out with knowing the main idea and being able to um, comprehend the text a lot more. And so it's just telling us that we can use different methods, like one of the methods was like giving them a paragraph and having them figure out the main idea, or giving them multiple paragraphs and having them figure out the main idea. And with this instruction, it can be used in groups, it can be used individually, it can be used as a class whole, it can be used in small groups and large groups, and so many different ways we could use this. And I just feel like we as the teachers need to help our students be better readers, because reading is super important to everything in life, really, because you really have to know how to read to get around every day. So I just think that if we help our students while they are still being molded, and that while they're still ready to learn and ready to receive, that it'll be better off for them, and it'll also be better off for just their life outside of school. So I just feel like that is super important for us to do. And the last step to this 4-step approach is step 4, the peer-mediated practice. And this practice is just basically telling us that this step is just basically telling us that we need to let our students be students, and we need to let our students be able to talk with their peers, be able to communicate with their peers, and just do different things with their peers. It doesn't all have to be individual work, worksheets, and different stuff like that, because students learn best when it's coming from somebody that's on their level, because they feel like, okay, this person is on my level, so they know what I'm going through, so I'll listen to them. And they may not listen to us every time. So I feel like as a teacher, we should let our students know that there is definitely always a time for individual work, and there's definitely always a time for group work. But this step is basically telling us that these students need peer mediated practice. They need to be in groups. They need to have partner work. They enjoy it. It makes them better, and they just really love to do it. And so one example they gave was it goes along with step 3 and doing the main idea thing. And it just says, one partner reads, and then the other partner rereads it, and then they both try to figure out what's going on in the text to help them both see it, hear it, and understand it better. So that's my article, and I hope you guys enjoy my video and my poster. Thank you.